So you're somewhere between knowing that match betting exists and maybe even trying out some of the advanced stuff. Whilst you may have heard of value betting, perhaps even seen some of those graphs that are posted with big, insane profits, you probably fall into one or more of the following 6 camps. You may have seen the big match betting sites push this value betting software, but you haven't seen any results pertaining to it. Number 2, you wonder or you question, isn't this just gambling? Number 3, account restrictions surely are going to bring value betting to an end. It's not possible. Number 4, it just looks too complicated. You don't have time to stare at numbers on a screen, which is the 5th point. You don't have enough time. You're not going to sit there all day, every day, looking for these bets. And number 6, exactly who are these people talking to me? And I'm going to answer these questions starting with number 6. Who am I? I am Tom Brownlee. I founded Bookie Bashing back in 2014. Prior to that, I was in gambling syndicates. I was a professional gambler. I have been for the better part of 2 decades. I'm a chartered engineer, consultant to the government. At least I was until I jacked that in to become a professional gambler. Duncan was in my gambling syndicates, one of my gambling syndicates. He's also a professional. He's a chartered accountant, pretty much a sort of nerdy mathematician. He joined forces with me in my kitchen to form Bookie Bashing in 2014. What I'm trying to get across to you is, 1, we've been doing this for a long time. 2, we're not social media influencers. We're pushing 50 rather than 25. We're not marketeers. The background that we've come to Bookie Bashing with is statisticians, mathematicians, and professional gamblers. So I hope that gives you some confidence that we know what we're doing here. Number 5, I don't have enough time. A lot of people say this. Let's take it to its absolute extreme. We have some members that just bet on golf, and they will try and log on a Wednesday at 1 p.m. and spend 5 minutes a week placing bets, and that's all the time they're willing to give. And they're making 30% return on investment in their money doing that. It's one of the easiest strategies to do, and that just exemplifies that, look, obviously the more that you put into anything, the more that you get out. But it's not the kind of thing that you have to sit staring at a screen all day, every day to achieve results in. You can log on, you can be on the bus on the way to work, you can get your horses down, and then you can go about your day. We have plenty of people that do that. So not enough time. Actually, this does not take a lot of time, which takes us to point number 4. It's too complicated. Look, imagine you roll a dice, a normal die. It will land on each number approximately 1 every 6 times. But now imagine the dice is loaded. It's a biased dice, and 6 lands twice as much as any other number. Well, all we have to do is bet on the number 6, because the odds that we're getting to bet on are higher than the probability of the event happening. And we can see, because 6 is going to land twice as much as any other number, over time, we're going to make money. We might have 10 rolls of the dice without a 6, but over thousands of rolls of the dice, we will be in profit. Value betting is exactly the same. Instead of having a dice, we just have a sports event where the odds that we are getting are higher than the probability of the event happening. And yes, over a small sample size, we could lose money, but over a large enough sample size, as long as we apply clever strategy and bankroll management, in the long run, we will be able to profit. And value betting is no more complicated than that. Number 3, account restrictions. This is a funny one because a lot of match bettors are used to pretty severe account restrictions. Promotion restricted, stake restricted. And the reason is the tens of thousands of match bettors are all doing the same thing. They're chasing the same price boost. They're chasing the same free bet. And a funny thing around value betting is we start to hide in plain sight because we look like recreational punters. And for this reason, account restrictions are a lot less severe in value betting. I'm still placing bets 10 years on. Now, okay, soft online bookmakers, if you make too much money, you will end up getting restricted. The restrictions are slower than they are, of course, for match bettors and risk-free players. They will inevitably come. You can't just have infinite money from a bookmaker, but we also have options for alternative platforms. We visit shops. You might not want to visit shops. We bet on exchanges, and we have tangible, identifiable edges backed up with data to show how much we can make on the exchanges. Number two, a common question that is asked when people see value betting is, isn't this just gambling? Do you know what? Yeah, it's gambling with an edge. And actually, if you are someone that likes to chase losses, you're a little bit emotional, perhaps this isn't for you. But you can consider value betting to be similar to investing. Especially recently, people always said, invest in something called the S&P 500. You'll make money month after month, year after year. And it tends to be true. It is exactly the same in value betting. We have to understand what our bankroll is, what the odds that we're betting at, and then the variance and the volatility of a betting profile strategy like that in order to not go broke. It's just something you have to understand the mathematics of it. And over at our platform, we help you with bankroll management, stake sizes, the understanding of variance, that kind of thing. And finally, number one, you may have seen these match betting sites. They've released new value betting software. I just want to rewind to 2015. My site, Bookie Bashing, we were one of the pioneers of value betting advantage play software. The first three trackers we designed were a horse pro tracker, an early payout tracker, and a bet tracker. We now have 30 plus tools and trackers. It's 2025. But back in the day, those are the first three that we did: a horse pro, early payout, and a bet tracker. One of the big match betting sites decided it was time to push value betting to their clientele, presumably because they were not making as much money from match betting anymore. And they pushed a horse pro tracker, an early payout tracker, and a bet tracker. They copied our first three trackers. They saw how much we were making and pushed it. I have to say, I'm not totally impressed by the copies. And that's because they are marketeers. They're not, they don't come from a background that we come from. So we're the innovators and we understand the mathematics and everything involved, and they just see what we do and they want to copy it, and that's fine. They didn't have any results to back it up. I mean, we've got years and years, 200,000 tracked horses of results to point to, and that makes us stand out. The second big match betting site in 2024, they did the same. They three trackers: a horse pro tracker, an early payout tracker, and a bet tracker. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, isn't it? So look, that answers those 6 questions. You don't really need to take my word for it that this works. You can have a look at this members report, this one over here. Have a look at what this guy said. This guy, there's examples everywhere. If you have made money from match betting and understand the concept, then perhaps you are just ready to take your betting to the next level. No more free bets. No more laying, although you can actually lay for value, and come and join us and we'll discuss where those avenues exist. And no more, certainly no more, chasing down 10 free spins at the casino.